All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Clark here with A Taste for Whiskey, and we had just gone through our series on the regions of Scotland rather, and here we are. We are actually on a Zoom call with Bob himself in Scotland. So he sent me some video. We're going to be showing you some of the video clips as we're talking about this. But we're going to try to do two sessions. Our first session is going to kind of talk about his trip, where he's located, what he's experiencing. And then our next trip here in a couple of days, we're going to talk about what I'm hoping is to get more from Brora. So, but today, Bob, yeah. I mean, you came in, you're at the Bergie House in Forres, Scotland, and you were greeted, as our listeners will listen to the bagpipes, you were actually greeted into the house with a fantastic greeting.
Yeah, yesterday we arrived. We spent the day in Forres, in Inverness yesterday, and then the coach picked us up, and we arrived at the house, and Spud the Piper, who has over 54,000 followers on Facebook, greeted us at the front door. So we had Spud the Piper greet us and a dram greet us. So we kicked it off very appropriately.
So I have to ask. I mean, you got here, you got there yesterday. You've been here. You've been to some distilleries already, and we'll get into. But how many drams have you guys actually had in your glass today?
So Darren, how many? Darren, who's also on the trip, step in here, Darren. How many drams did you count today?
So I've done 13, and Bob is above me.
Yeah, I think I'm at 16 because they went on a walk through a distillery with too many stairs for me to climb. So I sat in the drinking room and drank 3 more drams while they were walking around the distillery. So I'm at 16 today.
And that's just today.
But that's just today. But you have to understand, we started at 10 o'clock this morning. We had the first one.
Yeah,
so it's been so that's over 8 hours. So
that's true. So yeah, and we started out at Cragganmore, and
we started off at Cragganmore.
So what's interesting about that? I mean, so we're talking about Speyside. We're talking about mostly non-peated, non-smoke. So this is going to be more lighter, more fruity. So how was the distilleries? I mean, we talked about them, but how's the experience been?
So the experience has been great. We have actually on the trip, a representative from Diageo is with us. So today was all Diageo distilleries, and most of them aren't really distilleries that are open to the public that much.
Oh, nice.
So we started at Cragganmore, lovely kind of library setting in there. Had 3 drams at Cragganmore. Yeah, it was good. It was I don't know what other people would say would be their favorites, but I actually liked the 12-year-old Cragganmore that you can get at Myers or, I don't know, maybe one of the Indiana Liquor Group's liquor stores.
Yeah. Well, and another thing that I saw as we'll show some of the video here is, the gates of Cragganmore, that's pretty cool. But then Glenfarclas. I mean, it's funny how these literally look like they're just sitting on the street. Right, just pull off the street.
Well, for a lot of them are. I mean, you can't go very far in Speyside without running into a distillery. We went by Ben Riach, we went by Ben Romick, we went by McAllen's, we went by a lot of distilleries that we didn't stop at because they weren't on our itinerary.
Right. So I noticed, so there's one you sent me where Darren looks like he's pulling some stuff out of the barrel here, where it's a 23-second clip that we'll be showing here in a minute. But where are you guys at in this? It looks like just kind of dingy. It looks like there's just bricks and mortar and barrels.
We were inside of a dunnage warehouse at Cardew, which is they claim to be the kind of mythical home of Johnny Walker, although there is no Johnny Walker distillery. Cardew is one of the major contributors of their spirit to all of the Johnny Walker blends.
Oh.
So we went into the warehouse and we were pulling from a cask, and Darren was one of the people who volunteered to pull some whiskey from a cask, and then we all drank that whiskey.
That's fantastic. Tough job there, Darren.
I try to help as best I can.
Yeah, and it was 57.4 ABV out of the cask there, so we had 115 proof Scotch.
Cardew. Yeah, that is now that's a treat, because you're just not going to see this here in the States. You're not
much, no.
So then you sent me another picture. I'm gonna be showing this as well, but Arbor, help me out here. Arbor.
Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll clunk you over the head with my cane.
Oh, I was doing so well. Abelauer. So the picture here is beautiful. I mean, it looks like an old early century building. I mean,
it is.
I mean, you got moss on the roof here that we're going to be showing.
Oh yeah.
How is that? Heavy sherry. That's one of the most heavily sherried Speysides, is what we've been told. Is this true?
Well, the Abudna, the original Abudna is, but now they have the Abudna Alba, which is finished in whiskey casks, as opposed to the first iteration of Abudna, which was finished in sherry casks.
Oh man, and it's delicious, isn't it?
It's all, there wasn't anything today that wasn't delicious. Of course, I think I could have drank sewer water after the first few drams and everything would be delicious. So yeah, it's been good.
What a great trip, Bob. Well, on Thursday, I think if you get a chance, try to capture as much from Brora as you can, because I really want to focus our discussion on that when we meet here in a couple more days. But tell the viewers, just kind of the overall experience thus far.
It's been great. We've had I don't know James. Do you know James's last name?
No.
James is with us, and he's a regional manager for Diageo. And the only reason we got to some of these places was because of James. And we go in. So today was dedicated to Diageo. We did No Can Do, which is different than Knock Do. So there's a Knock Do, there's a No Can Do. We were in No Can Do, not Knock Do.
They'll be seeing that clip.
so we were in No Can Do. Probably the best dram of the day. We stopped at Mortlach.
Oh, yeah.
And had a Mortlach 12-year-old, but it was a higher ABV than the standard Mortlach, heavily sherried, delicious. I think that was the Mortlach was probably the best dram of the day.
Oh, that's fantastic. Man, it makes I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to be joining you here in a couple more months.
Yeah. So it was tomorrow. We start with Glen Rotha's in the morning, and then David has a mystery distillery for us. He hasn't told us what it is, but he's guaranteed that I haven't been there. And considering I've been to, well, now with today, 58 distilleries.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious to see what it is. Then Thursday we do Brora.
And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the pictures and just telling the viewers about that distillery. Just a lot of history there. I mean, a lot of history everywhere, but just something really special about it. And I think it's just mainly.
Well, we were informed today on the bus that the tasting we're having at Brora, which closed in the 80s, so anything and they're not open long enough to do any of the new spirit that they have. So we're going to be tasting everything well over 35 years old. Oh. And get this, and I didn't know this, the tasting is 600 pounds a person. And Diageo, we're like on scholarship for Diageo. They're footing the bill through James.
This is great. I mean, you gotta love Diageo. They're doing some good stuff, and a lot of the distilleries that they run and own, they're really good distilleries.
Well, especially when they're giving it to you for free like that. So, did you see the video at Cardew with the Johnny Walker Red?
Oh yeah. We can throw that in.
Throw that one in. They can dress that bottle up any way they want to. They can make it a special edition of Johnnie Walker Red. They can do anything they want. And the answer is still no. Yep, exactly.
Well, I did notice that it was a much prettier bottle than what we have here in the States.
Yeah, the bottle did not help out the taste of Johnnie Walker Red at all.
Well, listen, Bob, I really appreciate this. We'll kind of end this for now, and then we will we'll add this to our feed and let people enjoy this. And then I look forward to our tasting, our gathering on Thursday for sure.
Good enough. Yeah, terrific, Jeff. Wait a second. Before I sign off.
Yeah.
So we're in this house, the Berge house.
Yeah.
And it's got 13 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms. So as I'm going to turn this around here, I think I can, let me see, maybe not. But here, this is sort of out the front window.
Oh, man, look how beautiful that
ground. Is. Then we're in the library morning room because the morning sunlight comes in here. Are you still seeing things?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is great, Bob.
So I'm coming out. It's going to be a little dark, but we're going down to our dining room where we eat our meals. So hang on here. This is the dining room table.
Oh, that's a beautiful table. Look at that.
So this is like the grand reception room with the table here.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Not bad, huh?
No, I think you're going to be doing quite well tonight.
Okay. Well, good to see you, Jeff.
Hey, you too, buddy, and cheers, and look forward to talking to you on Thursday.
Yep, I'll send some more videos off tonight that we've done and some tomorrow, too.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Bob.
Take care.
You too, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.